So in welcoming companies that are here in Virginia and want to expand, or businesses that are new to Virginia, we always like to show our appreciation and just offer a token of our appreciation. I'm kind of sizing you all up this morning a little bit. There's several options. Today we chose to bring a Virginia flag that we have proudly flown over the Commonwealth, but in the Capitol. But we also have some good wines, brews, beer, distilled products, and so I'm going to go back out to the truck in a little bit and come back with round two. But this is, in all seriousness, this is a flag that we have flown over our capital. It's a Virginia flag, and we hope that you all will find a place to proudly display it here at area in Newport News. And I just want to close by saying that I think something that we pride ourselves on in Richmond, and certainly our Commerce Department, is it's all about relationships to us. And so it's not only about starting a relationship, but it's about continuing and doing everything that we can to make you successful, to allow you to grow, to hire good folks here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. So speaking on behalf of my staff and administration, we will do anything we can to help make the business successful. So thank you and congratulations. Thank you.
And on behalf of the City of Newport News, we also would like for you to have a city flag that has been blown over the city as well. So thank you very much.
And again, welcome. Thank you.
Good morning to the crowd. Bear with me. We have a lot of thank yous to provide this morning. What a tremendous turnout, great day. We're so grateful to be here. On behalf of myself and my three partners in the company, all of us active, all of us running the company every day, again, we thank you for being here. I'd like to start out with a few remarks on some of the people that put a lot of effort into this project and to get us here today. It started actually about 4 years ago, and Newport News, state of Virginia, was relentless. And I'd be dishonest if I told you we didn't look around, perhaps outside of the borders, perhaps away from Newport News, but we kept coming back. And we really appreciate that pursuit. This is home for us. As the governor said, we've been in business only since 2016, so we're very new, but because of the local economy, the community support, the airport, the state, it's been a tremendous ride for us, so we appreciate that. I'd like to thank of course, Honorable Mayor Price, Assistant Secretary Bagala, Chairman Joseph, Honorable Bobby Scott from the 3rd District, Honorable Monty Mason, Honorable Michael Mullen, Chair Jennifer Smith Brown, Ms. Florence Kingston, Ms. Cindy Roa, the tireless group of economic development folks. That would include some but not all, and I apologize if I miss anyone. Susan Clark, Mallory Butler, Sam Workman, Carol Meredith, Lindsay Hurt, Robin Boyd, Danny Flynn, Howard Lavelle, Jared Nitka, Emily Luke, and Todd Rittenhouse. Again, tremendous job, guys. 4 years. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the airport and the commission, Mike Giordano, Sean Kelly, and the entire team. We're here today because of them and their support. And we've been a tenant up till now, and pretty soon we'll be a much bigger tenant. Also want to thank W.M. Jordan and the team there, Margot Brooks, Michael, Gary, appreciate all the help and getting us to where we are today. I'd like to thank my partners at Erie, Josh, Steve, and Bob, who every day work tirelessly to get us to the point where we're at. Kristen Lee, wherever she's at, please hold your hand up. Everybody knows Kristen. She spent many days, hours. I was getting emails last night at I think 2 in the morning, so I didn't sleep. But Kristen had things on her mind about today, but we really appreciate, and also the BD team at Erie, a lot of support here. Of course, the wonderful employees at Erie. Some of them are here today, some are overworking. We have several big projects and no time to rest, but we have nearly 200 employees at Erie today and growing rapidly. And Governor, we will take you up on some of those programs that you mentioned. Just real quick, I want to give you a quick background about Erie and who we are and where we came from. As mentioned, just 5 short years ago, we started out, and Steve Walton, slowly we followed him, and we appreciate your leadership, Steve, to where we are today. We originally started as a design aerospace certification firm, and today we are a full-service aerospace firm, meaning that from design concept to flight operations and sustainment, Erie provides all of that both to the U.S. government, DoD, as well as non-DoD and commercial entities. We have about 5,000 hours a year of flight operations here at Newport News, approximately 1,000 operations a year once we get the hangar up and running. We're one of the largest training providers to the U.S. Navy and have several other Coast Guard, Air Force, and other contracts. Erie is about $100 million in revenue and growing quickly. And we selected Newport News because of this great economic environment. Of course, we had to meet certain qualifications with the airport and the runway length and the infrastructure, but after that decision was made, the rest fell in place quite naturally with all of your support. So again, thank you, greatly appreciate. Also want to thank the wives of the Erie employees and my wife Jennifer. Appreciate your support, hon. With that, Ms. Kristen, if we can unveil, I think is the code word, unveil. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3. You probably can't see it sitting down, but it's quite impressive. Even I hadn't seen that yet. So.
We're going to open this up for you after.
Very nice. Amazing. Again, thank you. And I'd like to introduce Mr. James J. Joseph, the chair of the Peninsula Airport Commission. Thank you all.
Good morning, everybody. Governor, Mayor, distinguished guests. I'll make 4 quick points. First, congratulations to Scott and the Erie team. I learned they're the 4 horsemen. Great site selection process. Good job. Thank you for putting your trust and faith in our airport. Second, let me recognize my fellow commissioners. I see Tom Herbert, Sharon Scott, Lindsay Carney-Smith, Rob Coleman, my vice chair, and Mark Kelly. Thank you, commissioners, for your service to the airport and the community. Third, just let me give a shout out. I cannot possibly name all of the the staff members at the airport who helped put this together, but to Mike Giardino and his team, congratulations and thank you. And finally, you may be able to see it, but if you haven't, one of the first things that Mike worked on when he got here was a ground lease so that W.M. Jordan could build their corporate hangar next door. We're facing the ground lease for the Erie project. And before you leave, just make sure you glance to my left, your right. We have lots more prime real estate. We are Newport News Williamsburg Airport. We are open for business, and we would like to do this again soon. Thank you. And let me welcome to the stage Congressman Bobby Scott. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. This is certainly a great day for Newport News. Good to see all the leaders here, political and appointed leaders, to celebrate this exciting investment. Hampton Roads and Virginia is proud to have the Newport News Williamsburg International Airport. It's a critical piece of our local economy. So I want to commend the governor, and along with the Virginia Economic Development Partnership, Mayor Price and his staff, for their collaboration to secure this great investment from Erie Aviation. So thank you so much for this great investment in our airport, and thank you for all that did so much. I also just wanted to take note of the hard work of all of the airport officials who've done tremendous work over the last 18 months suffering through the pandemic. Running an airport during a pandemic is not easy. So I want to thank them for all of their hard work and making sure the travel was available. The governor pointed out one important aspect that we have here in Virginia, and that's our workforce. We have a tremendous, well-educated, well-trained workforce. The community colleges, the Workforce Development Board, all work hard to make sure that aviation will have a great workforce, and I believe that's probably one of the factors that you looked at to make sure that we could fill all of those 211 jobs. We're working right now, as I speak, in the next couple of weeks on a major federal investment in workforce so that we can continue improving the workforce, and hopefully we'll have something to announce along those lines in a few weeks, but you never know. This investment comes at a critical time as we continue our economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. The investment will help spur further economic development throughout our region and throughout the Commonwealth. So again, I want to thank everyone involved in this project. And now it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium the distinguished member of the Virginia State Senate representing the 1st Senatorial District, Monty Mason.
Thank you, Congressman. Good afternoon. It is great to have the governor on the Virginia Peninsula 2 days in a row. Yesterday, a momentous voters' right announcement. Today, an important economic development announcement. You can tell he's fired up. He shows up Tuesday morning with a cooler packed, ready to go. Pays to have drivers, I guess. I think that's great. But in all of his announcement, he talked about all the hard work that we've done for this administration to bring people to Virginia. They have not in any way forgotten how important it is to expand and grow existing businesses. 80% of our job growth comes from expanding and developing further. So the work from the Economic Development Partnership, our incredible local economic development team to expand here. The 4 horsemen, as they're called, 3 of the 4 live here. McKinley put a real estate agent on the 4th before we came out as well. But the effort to grow this incredibly important asset, and Mike and Jay and the Airport Authority doing such hard work through tough times in the last year or so, but announcements like this are what we need. And if you look around, you see economic development partners from other cities. You see workforce development partners. You see community partners. You see CEOs of the company next door. So as you look through this audience, you see how important this is, and you see that the Virginia Peninsula is a team-oriented place. What's good for the Newport News Williamsburg Airport, what's good for one city on the peninsula is good for us all, and we're all working together. So thank you for making this a place and showing everyone it's a great place to live and work. We really appreciate your expansion and look forward to working with all these professionals to help along the way. Now I'll introduce my colleague and sidekick, Mike Mullen from the 93rd District of the House of Delegates.
Well, thank you all so very much for being here, Governor, and Mr. Mayor. Thank you all very much for being here. Aerie Aviation, distinguished guests. You know what? I am very grateful as well for you all coming to me. I probably have the shortest commute of anyone here. I only live about 5,000 feet over that way, so I could have walked. So welcome all to the Virginia Peninsula. So this wonderful investment that we have here at Newport News Williamsburg Regional Airport will see millions of dollars flow here into our local economy. I must say, I'm not surprised though. You see, it was only just about a week ago that we learned that Virginia is not only just the #1 state to do business, but is in fact the fastest growing state, or fastest improving state for workers. So attracting and improving innovative companies like Aerie Aviation is all part of that. So I want to thank you all for being here today and welcome once again to the Virginia Peninsula. So thank you all very much.
I am not the Economic Development Authority Chair, Jennifer Smith Brown. Unfortunately, Jennifer Smith Brown at the very, very last minute was unavailable. So I'm Howard Hagee, President and CEO at the Mariners Museum and Park, but also the Vice Chair of the Economic Development Authority. For today, I am Jennifer's wholly inadequate stand-in. But on behalf of the Economic Development Authority, I did want to echo what Senator Mason just said. You know, one of the best, very best opportunities that we have to grow jobs is through the expansion of existing businesses, right? And so for us at the Economic Development Authority, it gives us great joy to celebrate the expansion of Aerie, a company whose associates are passionate about all things aviation. And we just wanted to say congratulations to you all too, and may you continue to soar. See what I did there, Mayor Price? Yeah. I will never be invited back to speak at one of these. Also, on behalf of the Economic Development Authority, it's delightful to celebrate our partners here at the airport like everybody else has. Kudos to the Peninsula Airport Commission, Michael Giardino and his team for working to grow the Air Commerce Park. Love that sound, right? Thanks to our, absolutely. Thanks to our colleagues at the Virginia Economic Development Partnership who work tirelessly on projects like this one, which help make Virginia top state for business, as the governor said now, year after year. And of course, let's recognize our city staff, especially Florence Kingston and her development team. I have to say it's been an incredible honor to work with those professionals to make things like today happen. And now for the fun part. So I'd like to ask the following people to join me here at the shovel box. Mayor Price, and everybody can stand up and move behind your shovel of your choice. Assistant Secretary Bagala, Governor Northam, Scott Beal, Steve Walton, Robert Dinan, Joshua Walton, Jay Joseph, Congressman Scott, Senator Mason, Delegate Mullen. Are there any spare shovels? There's one on the ground over there? All right, yeah, I'm coming along. All right, we're going to do this on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.